inside. Knock you in your head with my stick, with my stick. You gon' have a mark from my stick, from my stick. My stick, my stick, my stick is better than bacon. You can't touch my stick. I don't wanna. Yeah, you want my stick. Dunk your coconut with my stick. Look at my stick. You gon' feel the wrath of my stick. Fear my stick, my stick, my stick. My stick is better than bacon. You can't touch my stick. It's just a stick. It's my perfect stick. My stick is my friend, born from a log. Everyone can see it's better than bacon. Why'd you get so crotchety and mean? Look at my stick. Why'd you drink that creature's milk is green? Got me sick. My stick, my stick, my stick is better than bacon. You can't use my stick, but it's just a stick. Don't you like my stick? No, it's just a stick. It's my perfect stick. My stick and me take walks every day. Past the hooligans down by the ocean. When they laugh at my stick, then they learn how my stick is much denser than bacon. Bought a little piggy and I let the little piggy run amok. Blowing on sleep, little piggy kept waking me up. People often fight about which birds are the best birds, but everybody can agree that seagulls are the worst. I kiss my stick, you can't pick up my stick. Keep your mitts off my stick. I disappear for years, then reappear right here to cheer about my cool stick. When I was a little bitty kid, I had not yet found my mighty stick. Then I did, I could break your stick using just my brain. My stick? I could make you wish you could feel pain. Not my stick, my stick, my stick, my stick is better than bacon. You can't touch my stick. I don't want your stick. Yeah, you want my stick. It's just a stick. It's my big boy stick. Bought a bag of venom and I wish I really, really, really didn't. Nobody has a good reason to own a bag of venom. Poke on my bird sometimes 'cause I like how it hurts. Everybody can agree that seagulls are the worst. I kiss my stick, it's my stick. You can't pick up my stick. Keep your mitts off my stick. Everyone can see it's better than bacon. It's my stick, it's my stick. It's my finger, my stick. Keep your mitts off my stick. Everyone can see it's better than bacon.
Do not wear that outfit again. But if you wanna keep it clean, because I want to fit in. Sorry, you're just not terribly important to me. Did you know that when the Houston's debut of beat have phone #1 singles on? Did you know that Christy, there are no girls with good personalities? I don't think we should see each other anymore. It never was supposed to be. Gotta return some videotapes. Have to return some videotapes. Did you know I'm utterly insane? I like to dissect girls that ate some of their brains. Gotta return some videotapes. I'm really late. Gotta return some videotapes. I guess I'm probably returning videotapes. Gotta return some videotapes. I guess I'm probably returning videotapes.
Yeah,
I'm
his
super excited for that one too.
Joe is the beard I'm going for.
Is that what you're going for?
Yeah.
Joe says, I'll back Replicator when Rob tells me I'm his favorite. You are my favorite, Joe.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Zade Studios says tonight is one of the greatest launches. Too bad Malin is not here to see it. Actually, that part is okay.
Well, in his defense, he's literally on another stream talking about it.
I know.
That's an exception. That blew my mind. I gotta leave. It's like I gotta leave my meeting with Paul McCartney so I can go do a podcast with some losers about the Beatles. I'm not calling them losers, but
Wait, who are the losers? Are you getting?
No.
I'm
I'm not that was a bad thing to say. That's not what I meant. They're not losers.
Who are these losers, John?
Okay. Joe M. Sontag says, "Hail John and Dale, meeting that we've all been waiting for."
That guy, Joe Sontag, is the guy who showed you stuff.
I didn't.
Oh, Joe's a great guy. Joe, you know what? He's a great guy.
No, I didn't.
Joe did a great show.
I meant my theoretical Beatles podcasters were losers. I did not mean my fellow comic skaters were losers. Not at all.
Good save.
You think they'll buy it?
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Thursday night. Oh, man, I feel like I haven't done this in 2 weeks. I think it's because I haven't. It's weird. It's absolutely weird. Good to see you all here. Like, damn, look at the chat going off already. I love it. Absolutely love it. I did see, and I got to say, this is odd because it's not normally in my chat. I got to say, F Danny, I don't have any emojis to say that, but I wish I could say it was a pleasure to see you here, but we know how that goes. Before we get into this show, and this is gonna be a fun show, and I think I'm gonna try to wrap this up right before Bancroft goes live. I did want to talk a little bit. If you guys caught the Bancroft show last night and Rob and Mike's show, we were officially kind of trying to push this auction that we're doing on December 10th, and it's an epic art auction, and it's that way specifically because we got some amazing pieces, and it's going to be streamed over 3 different shows. It's going to be insane. Starting on my show at I think actually I'm going to start around 7:00 instead of 8, just to give more time because we have so many pieces to auction off. And then we're going to do Bancroft's show and then finish it off with Lord Crackhead's show, and that's just going to go as long as he wants to go. But we have some amazing pieces, including stuff from Dan Frega, Marat Michaels, Mike McMahon, Chris Graves, Odin. You can see Jonathan Wayshak, which is an awesome piece that Crackhead's putting in there of an alien piece that looks extremely awesome. This is going to be starting to push right now. So if you see this poster, you see this shared on Twitter, please give it a like, share it around, let people know what's going on. We're really trying to drive a lot of hype for this. Why are we doing this? Besides the fact that it's just going to be really fun and a chance for the community to come together and have a good time. Sean Arendt, my co-host on Ot and Stuff, he's also a co-host on Appreciating Comic Book Art Live on Tuesdays. Lost his mother about a month ago now. And with that comes some heavy financial burdens to him and his entire family. He lost his father in 2020 as well. So there's a lot of things going on. We want to just kind of alleviate some of the financial pressure that comes along with losing a loved one and everything that comes with that. So all the proceeds of this epic art auction are going to the Sean Arendt family to just help out. So the cause is a great cause. It's a chance for us all to come together as CG, as a community, to help one of our own that's in need. If anybody knows Sean, he's got a giant heart. He's a great supporter of Comicsgate and creators and backers alike. So this is us trying to help him out. And I know he's extremely moved, and he wants me every time I get a chance to say thank you, and how much him and his entire family, how much this means to him. So this is gonna be a fun night. Everybody tune in December 10th, mark your calendars. If you see this poster, share it around. There's gonna be a lot more information that we're gonna drop on this. It's gonna be insanely cool. I kind of Roquefort art, original art on Jeremy's channel is going to be going up for auction. I've got a Brett Booth piece that's going to be going up that Brett put in specifically for this auction that's going to be on my channel. And we've got a lot of big names on Bancroft's channel as well. So it's going to be awesome, guys. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a hell of a night. So tune in. We're got a special guest. I'm going to try to keep the drinking and the smoking to a minimum so I can actually focus on what I have to and not get too stupid. But I'll probably party a little bit at some point for sure. I want to say hello to the chat before we get rolling. Here we got Leandro in the house. Hail, brother. Good to see you. Past Master Dan. What is going on? Got D-Wag. Bow. Good to see you, brother. Magic or the Mighty. Why else Magic Mike? The Mighty Magic. Not that I've seen that movie. Don't put that out there. Don't clip that. I didn't say that at all. It looks like that. I don't know why. Jimmy Reyes, what's going on, brother? Beckoned does look interesting. I think it looks awesome. Yeah, we got a couple creators on with some really, really cool books. They are getting ready to launch, and I definitely think everyone needs to keep an eye on. It's gonna be badass for sure. We got Ray Haylock, Tugs web guy. Well, hail to you. Good to see you in the chat. Appreciate you being here. I'm gonna butcher all these names. Collision bomb. Yeah. Hail, everybody. Good to see you. Got Jeremy Burt's in the house as well. Admiral Wackass. Hail the lore. Let me get through these. Richard Wason. Hello, chat room. Wason. We'll go Wason, I think, maybe. No, we'll go with that. I got a bunch of names. Actually, I have not seen in here before, so I appreciate you guys. If you're new to the show, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. The thief. Oh, man, that's fucking my dyslexia up. There are too many E's in that. The thieving not. Yeah, sorry. I swear, people just like to fuck me up with the names here. You know I'm dyslexic, and you want to make me look stupid. But I appreciate it. I like that about you guys. I do. Mark Sunga. Hail the chat. Hail to you. Like we said before, Danny. F Danny. I see a bunch of F Danny's in there. Oh, they're already popping in there. I like that for sure. Chat jumped on me. Desolate Soul Studios. Good to see you. Hail, everyone. What up, brother? What's up to you? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a great night. We got Aardvark in the house. I like that. In demand on Indiegogo. Back Aquila. Moving on. 80s made consumer. Hail. Good to see you, brother. Crazy mad. How are those Bengals doing this year? I actually haven't been paying attention. Are they doing good? I'm not sure. But hail to you. Good to see you, man. All right. I think we're getting down to the end here. Let me see. I think I said hello to everybody that I can see. If I left anybody out, I do apologize. I think we're going to get rolling here. All right. We've got on, if you've seen him in the chat, you know who Jay Lee is, James Lee. He's always in the chat and appreciating comic book art. Got a fantastic collection of just signed comics, original art. It's insane. I don't think I've seen a collection like that before. He's gonna be on talking about his book Stines, and we also have Zade Studios on as well talking about Beckoned. So without further ado, I'm gonna bring these boys up and we are going to chat. So welcome to the show, my friends. How is it going?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey man, how you doing? What's up, chat? You guys have been packing it down there in the typewriters. It's been awesome seeing all of you guys. The new names, I usually stream on Thursdays at 8 o'clock on my own channel where me and my brother, the Tevenot or Theveno, however, that's our last name. You did great. So no worries.
I couldn't figure it out. I'm just like,
yeah.
People sometimes think I joke around about the dyslexia thing, but it's completely real. It's completely real for me. And there's some of these YouTube handles that's just,
I know,
they're hell for me to read because there's so many letters like back to backs. You know, it's just, I don't know how some people do it, but
yeah, guys, go back and kill it. That thing looks insane. I actually really love the art, and you guys have been awesome out there. And F Danny. So
yes, boom, boom.
Crack.
Threw it down. I like that. Jay Lee, first time on the show as well. How's it going, brother? It's good to actually see you and talk to you in person for once.
Good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. If dyslexia is real, then why can I spell it? Oh, now that's you made me think about that one. That's a brain teaser right there. Beckoned looked doper than dope. Yeah, like I said, we've got two creators on tonight that have some really cool looking books coming up. And can I say just in general that this year has been really awesome to see Comicsgate in general, just the books that have launched. There have been some really awesome quality books that have come out, and I'm not even talking about the big guys. I'm just, like, we all know the big names out there that we expect from them, but there's been a lot of newcomers and just a lot of guys that have come up. Charo, try to read this. I did it. Yeah,
you did it.
That's crazy. Yeah, I got that one. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, anyway, a lot of cool books have been coming out. The quality is up in itself. I love it. I love to see the creators really coming out and what I call like flexing. And when I say that is just, the quality of the books, the quality of the art, the story. I mean, I think that you're really kind of CG in general is really kind of making noise right now. So anybody is saying like CG's dead or wants to throw shade in that direction, I don't know what they're talking about. It's just all smoke out of their ass for sure. Jimmy Reyes says, I am available for commissions, just saying, pencils and inks. We're gonna have to get Jimmy on the show one of these days. Fantastic inker and artist. Dragon Rage over there and on his channel. I don't know if it's still Page One Comics or not. I can't remember, but yeah, awesome looking book there. And I still think he was one of the first ever to get a David Finch Indiegogo cover on his first campaign. So yeah, awesome looking book over there.
Dude, I went and got that book. I have that book.
Yeah.
I do. I had Dave Finch cover. Yes, I do.
Yeah, give me a small review.
Oh, it's a fantastic book. I loved it. So I even signed up for a second book. I would put it like that. I mean, I've got multiple campaigns where I signed up, but yeah, Jimmy had a fantastic book. I love the idea of what he did with it. It's one I recommend, definitely.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna have to make I don't think Jimmy is a mod in my channel. I'm gonna have to make him a mod so we can drop some links. Oh
shit.
Oh, we got D-Wag for $2 says, have Zade show the Type 1 piece for the auction. That's a great idea. I should have mentioned, Zade is also putting in stuff here. So yeah, why don't you throw that up? So this is one of the pieces. I don't know if you're working on two, but this is one of the pieces that's going to be going up for the auction. If you guys can see that, this is Sean Arendt's character. So before Sean had to kind of take some time off to help his mother as her health was deteriorating, he was working on his book Type 1. This is his character. And this was just an awesome drawing that Zade did, and it's going to be really cool to see go in the auction. And I don't even know
scanning it and stuff. I got an actual good digital photo of it that's a lot clearer, but yeah, I'll get this thing scanned in. But I was real when I got hit up about this a few weeks, like I guess 3-4 weeks ago. It was out quite a bit, and like D-Wag's really like going like, hey man, we got this thing. He did this book. He's really cool and everything. I was like, dude, that's got to be rough. Like going through that. And one day I'm going to be there and it's going to be rough. So I was like, do a good pose, something that's like feels like he may be able to feel a little bit of that like charge on the ground, like got beaten down, but then boom, flame on, baby, ready to go. So I did this dynamic pose to kind of capture that. But yeah, I'm giving that out. Like you guys end up running what you do. If he wants to do it for a cover, which I've heard, that'd be cool too. But tomorrow I'm going to be setting up my easel. I got a camera set up. I'm going to be working on the second piece that I had planned to do for it, which will be a pit piece.
Yes.
So I've got the easel right here and the arm right there. So I'll be doing that probably in the morning and get that started and just start and finish all in one stream. But I'll have to take some breaks in between. But yeah.
100%. And speaking of, since we are talking about the auction real quick before we jump into other stuff, let me see if I can find it. Oh, there it is, way down there. Why is it down there? Hold on a second, I gotta minimize this.
I know what he's going through. I lost my mother back in 2018, so
oh man, sorry to hear that. It's
I mean, I'm going to say this: I'd rather have her have gone than suffer like she did. Dementia, Alzheimer's is a nightmare.
Yeah, that's rough.
And it takes a toll not on just them, but on the entire family. So
it does, and that's my heart goes out to you and your family. That's actually what Sean was dealing with his father before his father passed. So
I know exactly what they're going through. It's rough, and it's not just financially, it's the emotional things just to see, because you remember when they're fully healthy and everything, and then when you get to the point where they're not even able to talk to you they don't even recognize you. Their eyes are glazed. They just, and it's a matter. It's going to be in a few days. And like my mother, for some reason, she got up one night in the nursing home, fell, broke her hip, and then 2 days later she was gone.
Oh, jeez.
And I mean, that's how quick it was. So
yeah, it's definitely rough. And I mean, I think that what warms my heart about the auction is to see everybody that's coming together. Even people that didn't know Sean, that just know, because I'm talking about it, or because Bancroft is talking about it or something. People are willingly just coming and saying, I want to be a part of this. Like, here's my donation, hopefully it raises some money. And then again, seeing guys that have been on the show before, like Brett Booth, reaching out to him saying, hey, is there anything you'd be willing to do? And he's like, yeah, I got you. And he goes and, sketches up something real quick. And he's like, put this into the auction, So this is another piece that's going to be in the auction. This is going to be going off on my show on the 10th. It's I'll probably end my show with this leading into Bancroft's show. So it's pretty cool, guys. And again, like I said, Sean sees all this stuff, and it really helps. It helps him and his entire family. A lot of his family doesn't even know what we do here, but he tells them, and they're so surprised that people are out there, willing to help out.
Brett's one of the good guys. I'll say that. Brett is a fantastic gentleman. Highly respect him.
Yeah, 100%.
You just want to sit there and talk with him. I mean, that's just how he is. He's captivating, and he's such a sweetheart. I mean, really is. He really is.
And I've said it before about Brett. He's been on our show, I want to say like 5 times at least, and he's cool with the Comicsgate thing. He doesn't get into that BS. He doesn't worry about being canceled because he's showing up on the Comicsgate channel or anything like that. He does him. That's all he cares about, and I think that's
him,
that's cool.
Comics, and that's it. He talks politics, but he doesn't do it where it's mixing with his comics.
Exactly. And he's a guy that appreciates his fans. He does a lot of fan service. He's one of the guys that, again, I talked to him about the Wildcat stuff, which I want to talk to you guys about a little bit as we're going forward. But I talked to him about the Wildcat stuff, and he didn't like it. It's just like, he was the guy that was there when it happened, and he's not liking what's going on with the reboot of Wildcats either. So he has a lot of Comicsgate ideals. I'll just say that. I'll say that.
He's down to earth. He remembers the 90s, and remember I've seen several times where he's talked about he would love to own Backlash and the characters so he could just do all that. I remember him talking about that. I was like, oh, that would be fantastic, But it didn't happen. So
Past Master Dan, if drop a link in the chat for it, and we'll bring it up and we'll look at it before the show is done. Did you guys, all right, since we're here, before we get into Wildcats talk, because I did want to kind of pick your brain on that, Jay Lee, because I know you have some thoughts on it. Did you want to talk about your mailing list for the Stines right now? Just tell people what this is about.
We can go ahead and do it.
Pull this up?
Yeah, go ahead. Pull it up. What this is, if nobody knows, I have been writing horror novels since 2019. My horror novels have sold over 40,000 copies. So they've done really well. I actually headlined the last horror convention in Dallas. I was the headlining author for it. This story, the graphic novel itself is a story about the main vampire, Count Vladislav Vicious von Kampfen. Yes, I can actually say his name.
That's a hell of a name to say. I'm going to say that, yeah.
Yes, I can actually say his name. And he is not Dracula in any shape, way, or form. He does it because he took an oath to his brother, who was the prince. Because if you know anything about royalty, it's king, prince, then count. The count's always the younger brother. And he is the younger brother. His brother was the prince, the ruler of the country. And this is the day that they had the great battle against the Desert Ottoman Turks when they invaded in 1500s. And his brother dies in this battle. And he took a blood oath to defend the country and his family and everything, his brother's family. That's pretty, his brother's dead. He could become ruler. All he has to do is kill his sister-in-law and kids. But instead, he took a blood oath to protect everybody. Well, Robert, after he does that, he's cut down. He's assassinated from behind. And as he's dying on the battlefield, this avatar of a cat comes, and it's an avatar of a god that is over vampires. And he makes a deal with this cat to become a vampire. because it's always on the deal is if you want great power, you got to pay a price for it. It's the same thing as great power comes great responsibility. This one is there's a trade off. It's an equal trade off, and he takes the damnation to try to save everybody. The problem is it doesn't go as he goes planned, and that's what this story is about. And this story actually leads into the novels. So when the novels are in present day, so there's a 500-year gap between when this goes down and the novels.
Okay.
And stuff like that. So this is telling how it starts, the day it starts, and then the novels go into how it ends. So this is a 500-year story going on.
That's awesome. I love world building. If anybody knows this channel, you know I love world building. We got Corey Barton in the house. Hail, brother. Good to see you, man.
Hey, Corey.
Do you have a trailer? You want to play a trailer real quick?
Yeah, I can play it.
You got sound available? We'll check this out.
Let's take a look.
The suspense is killing me.
Oh,
no!
No!
Oh no!
Okay, hold on. I'll go get
Shadow Band.
Right off the bat. They ain't even messing around anymore. All right, let me pull you down while you're figuring that out. So I saw Jimmy wanted to kick Corey. I like that. Get back to work at that Cyber Boobs comic so I can back it. Yes. And Dramanoids. I think if I can pronounce it right. Corey's book that's coming out looks fantastic. Another book that's coming out. Is that next year? I think probably, but just insane amounts of talent that's coming out right now from Comicsgate creators, art wise, so many things to get excited about. It's a good time to be a backer and to be a creator right now. I mean, hail to all you guys out there. You make me want to be better as a creator as well. And just put out better stuff there. Rising tide lifts all ships, and I enjoy seeing people put out stuff like Corey that makes me want to continue to get better. So, I can rub it in his face someday. Jimmy is coming in hot tonight. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Okay, now it's up.
Okay, let me bring it back up. All right, there we go. Hell yeah. Who did the animation for that?
Pedro Ang.
Yeah,
I was just going to say, it looks so familiar. Of course. Okay. Of course it was.
Yes, Pedro Ang did it for me.
Shout out to Pedro. He's been doing a few different trailers out there. Dude's talented, man. He's some talent. Talent all around. It's crazy.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff planned for the campaign. I'll give you some little secrets. This campaign is going to do something no other campaign has done that I have seen in Comicsgate. Because
that's a hell of a tease. What are you doing?
Okay, not only are you going to be able to get the graphic novel, but you're going to be able to get the novels.
Oh, you get the novels too, huh?
You're going to be able to get the novels. Yes.
Nice.
I need audio books because I don't read, but that is I like that.
The first one is an audio book.
Oh shit! Sign me up.
But no, I mean it will be. You will be able to get all the novels and the graphic novel. So that'll be coming out. A lot of the artwork that was done to cut all the covers for this campaign will be up for sale. The cover for book 3 of the novels, which is a wraparound cover, will be up for sale as well. So all those covers will be up for sale during the campaign. So you're able to get them all.
Nice. It'd be interesting to see how the combination of the novel and the graphic novel come together. I've heard a couple other people talk about wanting to just launch novels before, and they've come to me and like, how do you think that would go? And I'm like, I honestly have no idea. I don't, I need pictures. So I'm already out unless somebody is reading the book to me. So, but no, that sounds awesome, man. And I think I saw Past Master Dan drop the link to the Stines sign up page. Jaylee, if you want to drop that in the private chat, I will add that to the description below once the show is done live, because we didn't have that before. But I do have a link to the Stines.com. If you guys look at the description below in YouTube, and you can check out more about the Stines.
There you go.
All right, cool. Let me just pop this up for a second. I'm going to drop this in the chat as well, just so everybody's got it.
Yeah,
check it out and sign up for it now.
Yeah.
You.
And like I said, if you guys sign up now, you're going to get a special tier for a special cover. Okay, so only the signups will get this cover. An option to buy. So,
do you have a preview of that cover you want to show off?
Let me grab it real quick.
All right.
Yeah.
In just a second. Now it is not colored yet, so I just sent it. I just sent it to Mr. Gabriel Taib today. So
yeah, why don't you tell a little bit who is on the book, who's doing what?
Okay. Here's what's on the book. I'm doing the writing and I'm doing the penciling and inking. Gabriel Taib is going to do all the coloring.
Nice.
And then for the stretch goals, everybody's going to love this because I have an all-star cast on the stretch goals.
All right.
We have trading cards coming. The first one will be from Dan Lawless, which he's already pushed out on social media.
Mr. Booty Juice himself, fantastic artist.
Let me get this back up for you. So here's the cover that you will be able to get. This is the special cover. So this is it'll be a special cover that will go out only to those that sign up on the pre-launch.
There's some major boobage pointing in the
Lift
air.
And separate.
Can you do a dyslexic audiobook? That'd be interesting. So
now,
anybody that's signing up for this early, you're going to have access to this. It's going to be a special cover just for the signups. Am I right?
That is right. This is just for the signups. Plus, during the campaign, this actual cover will go up for sale, so you'll be able to actually buy this artwork.
Nice.
Now,
Nice.
also on this, since Mr. Dan Lawless has done one, I have Mr. Joe himself right here is going to be doing one also.
Yes, right. We're doing a card.
Yeah,
Looking
he's
forward
doing
to
one.
it.
I also have, of course, Gabriel Taib is going to be doing one. And I even wrangled in Shelby Robertson's going to do one.
Nice.
And then finally, I have the wonderful Mr. Peter Gilmore is going to be doing one as well. So all those artists are going to be doing stretch goals. Once it launches, you'll find out what the stretch goal amount's going to be, but you can get all those trading cards of the Stines from those great artists. Plus, I'll be putting 2 trading cards of my own in as well.
Nice. Yeah, look, chat's calling me out. Yes, I made him. I thought you said Dan Dahl. You said Dan Lawless. That's doing a card or a cover for you.
Yeah, he's already.
All right. I misheard that. I thought it was Booty Juice. My bad. Thank you guys. Thank you for keeping me honest.
Dan
Chat.
Lawless did it. He did a fantastic job. I've already seen it. I think you've seen it. I think everybody's seen it.
Yeah, it's been out there for sure.
Yeah, so that'll
Corey
be
approves.
going. So yeah, all that stuff will be available on the campaigns. Like I said, we're looking forward to it. We're going to run this sign up for a while, and we're going to launch right after the first year. So because I don't want to launch during Christmas because everybody's
definitely don't. Definitely don't do holiday seasons. Yeah.
But as a sign up, I can grab some people and we can get some good stuff going on. So like I said, go over, sign up. You'll get, like I said, you'll get the option to just cover. I mean, it's a beautiful cover.
Hail LA, the Thievenat.
Yeah, you're good.
Dyslexia mistakes. It happens. Dan Dahl is Lawless backwards.
And I'll
yes.
tell you what. Give me a
Yes.
second. I'll show you the two trading cards that I'm going to be putting out.
All right, yeah, go for it. And then we'll jump into looking at some of this Beckoned stuff. And then I want an opinion on the new Wildcats before we end the show.
Oh yeah,
Now that it's been out there.
I've got a whole article set up for that.
All right, yeah,
Before we get into it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yes, I am getting old. Time to get those ears checked. I mean, that could be too. You know, I wasn't a heavy metal band for years, so I'm sure my hearing is not the way that it should be at this point.
Speaking of heavy metal bands, my brother was in a heavy metal band for years as well. But I'm going to ask you something, Joe. You like Pantera, correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you have the original glow in the dark double skull shirt?
No, I do not. Yeah, I mean, that probably came out when I was a little younger. Because I didn't get into Pantera until 96. And when in 96, I was...
Who did that shirt?
14. Who?
Yeah.
You did it? What?
Yes, I did it. Yes. I'll explain.
Well, now I want it.
Remember, I live in Arlington, Texas.
Yes. Yeah, right
I'm
there.
like right next door to Pantego.
Absolutely. I mean, Vinny lived in Arlington.
No, they lived in Pantego.
Okay, maybe he moved
this
to
is
Arlington.
going down. They were in Pantego.
Okay.
But my brother was playing for a band called Gizmo, and my brother's band would open up for Pantera. While I was in the Army, they were fixing to do Cowboys from Hell.
Nice.
They were talking to my brother. My brother was like, "Hey, my brother, draws. He can do, he does our shirts for us, even though he's in the Army. He can probably do you guys something." He was like, "Okay."
That's sick, dude.
So I did the two skulls and everything, sent it to them. They did the shirts and they sent me $1,000 for it. So I got paid for that shirt.
No shit.
So yes, I got to see Pantera a lot. So I got to see a whole lot of.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. When I went down there and toured with my band, I met a ton of people that grew up with Pantera, and a lot of people that had pictures from all the local shows before they got big.
Well, see, I knew Terrence Lee, the original singer for Pantera.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He got in a band called Lord Tracy. So that's where I met them guys. So I knew him and all those guys. And so, yeah. And then Drowning Pool was out of here too.
Yep.
Drowning Pool would actually open up for my brother's band before they got their record deal. So
no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Texas was great. I loved going down there and touring. When we got a chance to go hang out with Vinny at his house, he was in Arlington when we went. So I don't know where he originally lived.
Pantego, which is like Pantego sits in the middle of Arlington.
Oh, okay. So maybe that's what it is. I didn't know what the hell was. I just was like, go to Vinny's house? Sure. Sign me up. Let's go. I am wearing chaps right now. Yes. And I know Rob was upset because I don't have the boob window. I promised I would get one because, Kayla carries all the cleavage on our show on Appreciating Comic Book Art. And Rob was just jealous I wasn't, holding up my end of the bargain, I guess. So.
Okay. So let me share this with you.
Yeah. Go ahead and bring that up.
These are the trading cards that you'll get from me. Okay. These are the trading cards you'll get from me. This is the first one.
Nice.
Okay. And that's the second one.
I like that.
So, okay. So those are the two trading cards you will be getting from me. These two are already done. So these two are done. They just need to be lettered, which I'm trying to get a letterer, but Eric is like backed up on work. So I may have to go over to talk to Zed and the Diaz brothers and see if they'll do lettering for me.
Yeah. Popular. Can't go wrong there, though. Admiral Wacka says, "Damn, that's dope. Is that the one with the drill bit connection, the two horn skulls? The drill bit connecting the two horn skulls?"
No, it's a glow in the dark. It's two skulls, glow in the dark, and it's going to have on the back of on the very back, it has the CFH circle logo on it, and everything glows in the dark.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you have a picture of that, share it sometime, and I would love to bring it back up next time we have you on or doing Appreciating Comic Book Art, because that is seriously dope, dude. That is badass that you made it the original t-shirt for Pantera. That's badass, man. That really is. Yeah. That is cool.
That's what happened that's how I got out of comic books. Is I was doing t-shirts for New Japan Pro Wrestling. They offered me a contract. I took the contract because it was paying me basically 20 times more than what I was doing for comics in the 90s. So I hopped a jet and went over to Japan from 97 to 01.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you one bit on that. You're making the money there. All right, we're gonna jump to see. We have about 20 minutes left in the show before Bancroft starts. Let's jump in and talk about Beckoned Recourse.
Yeah. So Yeah, that's my. This is my first comic book that I'm crowdfunding, and thank God you guys got me past that.
Hell yeah.
Now it's just finish it up, stomp the landing, get it delivered to you guys in an adequate amount of time, and I've got it under my belt.
Hell yeah.
So excited.
Yeah, it looks great, man. All the stuff. I mean, is this yeah, it's in Jetty.
That's
Hell yeah.
I know who did that. That's
Oh yeah, you do. Shanta and Jetty, yes.
Yeah,
and I
Jetty's
did
a pretty
such an awesome job.
Yeah, pretty distinct style that just jumps right out when you see him.
Mm-hmm.
But this right here was the first time. Were you on Bancroft's show? You were on somebody's show that I was watching. You popped on. I can't remember who it was, but you pulled this up and was showing it off.
Probably Lord Crackheads over there.
Okay, yeah, maybe it was Jeremy's show. Yeah,
the crack pack. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the first time I had kind of seen you. I'd seen your name before, but you jumped on, you showed this off, and I was just like, holy shit.
Yeah,
like,
I got that.
That is sick.
I got that reaction from quite a few people, and I'm glad I stuck with it, but holy crap. Like, the big thing is when you start getting into art, and it doesn't matter if you're in pencil or digital, especially doing stuff like this, people love detail, but it's a trap. It's a sand trap, especially when you're doing digital. You know, there are guys who have programs on their, Corel Draw or their other programs that just don't allow them to zoom in. It locks how far they can zoom in because of that detail trap. And I was like, nah, I'm gonna put my boots in this dirt. I'm not gonna be afraid. I'm just gonna punch it. And so I did, and I'm doing that for all my interior pages. And so while I'm doing it, I've got Noah over from NTM Comics with his Mavericks. And he's in my chat going, all this detail is going to get lost when you shrink it. So it blends together. But yeah.
That is true. But I mean, honestly, still, if you got the time to do it and the will to continue that amount of detail, go for it. Because it's going to get shrunk, but it'll still be there. It was still, I will get shrunk, it'll be covered up by word balloons and all that kind of stuff, but it still gives the visuals to the world that you're trying to do, And honestly, it will still give the amount of detail that I see in like these pages. Somebody can read the book again and again and again and again, and probably pull something out that they hadn't seen before, just because the amount of crazy detail and little stuff that you're putting into your work. So hats off to you, man. Like, I consider myself a very detailed artist, but this is head and shoulders above what I would put into my work. It's just insane, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
The other thing is, like, to set that style, my next book is going to be coming a lot faster because I'm like 100 times faster with pencil, like actual traditional pencil. I went to the Savannah College of Art and Design for illustration, so I could pump graphite drawings out like nuts. So I can't wait to get this one delivered and start on the next one because I've already got the story set up. I just got to get the proper lines written and everything and get started. But this one was all digital, and it was nuts. But I doubt anyone's going to try to do the same thing anytime soon. So, like I said, it's like I'm glad I pushed it. But I've got 8 pages left to do.
That looks fantastic.
That's some wicked design right there in those 2 panels. Like, it's good imagination, man.
I'll be honest with you, it looks like it's done. Because you have Jose Garcia, who is married a fruitcake. He does his. He did the cover to my second novel. So I'm doing it. He's like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "This." And he's like, "Okay, no problem."
Okay, yeah.
And it's like 3 days later, here it is. I'm like, "Whoa."
Yeah, that guy's on another speed.
It's like flip a coin, and there you are. Because your stuff is just fantastic.
I appreciate it. And looking up when I was coming into this behind Star Circuit and Joe Catapano Star Circuit, Jose was pushing Tiger Blue at the time pretty hard in Luminavox. So I was seeing this guy coming out and everyone talking about how fast he is. And I'm like, can I get that fast? And it's like, don't try to be fancy, Jeremy. Just do your first book. Don't get frozen and staring in awe at some of these incredible creators in this group. So that's been what's hard for me. I'm looking for inspiration, and then I'm like, oh, I want to do that. So it's like, no, don't go that far yet. But
Crazy Mad says, Noah sucks. He doesn't even like Clint Eastwood, which could be true, but he does like the Beatles, which is why I like the kid. And his ears must have been tingling because lo and behold, hail Noah. Good to see you, brother.
It's like Beetlejuice.
Good to see you here. Yeah. Said his name one too many times, and boom, there he is.
He's always over on Shelby's channel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he's one of the Shelby Simps for sure. Yeah, absolutely. You know, and we all should be.
Hey, hats off to
He's a
Shelby. Guy's fantastic, wonderful guy. So hats off to Shelby.
1000%. I love Shelby.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Really cool.
D-Wag said that Dale Keown called this incredible art. I do think I remember that as well. So this is 12 days left in the first 30.
Yep, first 30. Yep.
Nice.
I put out a secret perk when it launched of the coins. We tried to crowdfund a JRPG that's on Steam right now. The prototype. My older brother programs it.
Nice.
I did the game design, the story, the world. It's all connected to the same story. So it's Beckoned, just Beckoned. But we had coins for that campaign, and even though it didn't fund and everyone got their money back, we still sent them out to the backers, as like a thank you. Hey, we're coming back with this. It's a little promise. So people have seen that, but I finally got our new coins in for this one. So the coins that were secret tiers for this, they're already here, guys. Bow. And they look awesome.
I'm sorry if you're holding up something. I was looking at your page.
Oh, yeah.
Bring it back up again. I'll make it.
The Pestro coin. So it's man, I wish it would focus. Anyway, I'll photograph that soon and update it on the campaign. But now we got 2 challenge coins. Yeah.
Hail Rob Wilson Arts. Good to see you guys. We got Rick Saylor in the house as well, member of the channel. Thank you all for joining us here.
Hey, Rick.
This wraparound cover is gorgeous.
Appreciate that.
Absolutely gorgeous.
I did that wrap cover right after that double page spread that we were talking about. And the double page spread took me about, like the page 1 and 2, that took me about 2 months to do. Because again, I was trying to find the style and bounce around and then just saying, let's go into it. So it took me 2 months for those 2 pages. And then I turned around and did this cover in, again, another 2 months. And I did that on my YouTube channel at Zade Studios at YouTube. You can watch me do it at like an hour at a time.
Awesome.
But yeah.
Definitely check that out. Let's check out the trailer, everybody.
Oh, Diet Days made this one, so we got good trailer makers here.
Damn, all this animation is crazy. Nice.
We got animators in the group.
Nice. That's awesome, man. Yeah, guys are killing it here. Again, like I said, the amount of stuff that's coming out, talent-wise,
Diane Days killed that thing. I was so happy he was able to get that in. And like, again, I've had a lot of help reaching out to some really cool creators to come behind this on me. And thank you all for everything. It's been awesome.
So, let me see. Wait, I spelled it wrong. It's right in front of me. No, I spelled it right. All right, I'm dropping the link into the chat, guys.
Yeah.
There you go, just in case anybody hasn't yet. I also have a link below in the description. Check it out. Beckoned Recourse looks awesome. Along with, go sign up for the Stines. All the information will be below if you're watching this later, you're watching this live. But before we go, we got probably about 10 minutes before we get out of here. the new Wildcats launched, and if you guys know me, I'm a huge fan of the '90s. Grew up in the '90s, loved Wildstorm, loved Wildcats, loved anything that was Image, and I was very upset when I heard that they were bringing Wildcats back the way that they were. I've talked a lot of trash about it, made some videos up on my channel if you want to check them out. The book finally came out. I went to the store because I was like, maybe I give it a fair chance. Maybe I buy it, maybe I read it so I can do a proper review of it. And I flipped through it and I put it right back down. I couldn't do it. I could not spend money on that garbage heap that is the new Wildcats comic. Now, Jay Lee bought the book. He read the book. So I'm going to let him talk a little bit about it. And I know Zay's got a article. Go ahead.
I don't know that much, so I'm more listening. But yeah,
Okay.
I've got visual reference in this article.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Jay Lee's going to give us a rundown of the garbage, and he's also
Yeah.
going to give a little bit of insight onto why, obviously, this book is a pile of trash. We all know that, but why? Why specifically?
Why is it? Oh God, you want to know why it's trash? Okay, first off, the only reason I bought the book, okay, was because I found the special cover that Jim Lee did. That's the only reason. Okay, that rare, yeah. Okay, so first off, you do not have two of the characters in there, which two of my favorite characters are not even in the book.
Yeah, Maul and Warblade.
It's basically
Hook 'em out.
just Grifter and Zealot, and it is just flat out boring as hell. I didn't like it at all. I thought the artwork sucked. I don't know what Jim was thinking of with this crap. This is good. And then, hold on. Now I'm going to add part 2. Then this thing comes out.
One second, let me.
This thing comes out.
Yep.
And lo and behold, everybody's in it. I'm like, what the hell?
I haven't even seen that.
No, I mean, seriously, hold on. I'll get the page. Hold on.
Yeah, I haven't even seen that one. Like I checked out the first one. I will say, like, I did not like the art at all.
You got Backlash in it. You got Backlash in it. Great artwork. And hold on, let me find that page, because I'm sitting here going like, you got to be kidding me! They're actually in here. And not only that, but J. Scott Campbell's in this thing doing
I don't know who wrote it, Desolate Souls. I mean, they say who wrote it, but it's somebody that's not in the original.
Here's Gen 13 right here. And it's written by Campbell and drawn.
Huh. Okay, so this is at least something that was fan service.
It's actually good. This is because Jim's in the front page, and look what he's drawn. Deathblow.
Huh. I might have to check out that one.
I'm like,
I might have to check out that one. Like I don't know if I had heard that one was coming out. I was just so obsessed
with
the
right there. There they all are right there. You see them? They're all right there, all of them. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. You did Wildcats and you screwed that up. You put this out and this thing's fantastic. So I don't know what they were thinking. But I mean, this is the better book. The Wildstorm's 30th anniversary special, that's the better book. And it's 100 pages.
I'm gonna have to I'll go check that out. I will go check that out and see if I can pick that up, because that definitely seems better. Noah said J. Scott Campbell is okay. He's no me though. I get you, man. I agree. I like the confidence. I love the confidence.
Now, if we're going to talk about old and rare.
Yeah, definitely a cash grab. I'll say that. What? Oh, nice. Yeah, that was something that the show.
This is the one that I got from my cousins.
That's awesome.
1988. And
Neil
Adams signed the inside of it.
Oh, he signed it.
Yeah, this is actually signed by him on the inside. So that's why it's all taped up and everything like that. But this thing is huge. This is not a regular comic book. This thing is big.
I was gonna say, yeah, it looks a little bigger. That's great.
And this tells the story of the first appearance of Ra's al Ghul and Talia. And on top of that, I even went one better than that. The lady that Neil Adams used as the model for Talia.
Mm-hmm.
Here she is.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I got to meet her. So
I don't know who it is, but I don't know who she is, but damn, she's smoking hot.
This is Carolyn Monroe. She played in if you ever see James Bond, The Spy Who Loved Me, she's in that. She's also this is her in Sinbad, and she played in a couple of Draculas with Christopher Lee.
So here's the thing, chat. we're not gonna be able to get to it tonight because the show is almost over. We're gonna have Jay Lee back on and actually look at his collection because he's got like a shit ton of stuff.
That's awesome.
That would like to, yeah, I'd like to get into. But if we start now, there's just not enough time.
One last thing, because I know everybody's gonna love it, and I know Joe's gonna love this.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Original
Oh shit! There's Liefeld.
by Rob Liefeld.
There's my boy. There's my boy.
And he did sign it for me. So yeah,
Dude, that's sick. That's some great art. I don't care what anybody says.
Hell yeah.
That's some badass art right there.
So
So we'll schedule another time for him to come on. Maybe we'll do appreciating comic book art and actually, we'll do something and have him show off some collections. But yeah, so your overall thoughts on Wildcats though is pretty much what we all thought, right? Garbage.
Yeah, do not get the Wildcats book. Go get the 30th anniversary book. It's like two different people having the same group writing two different stories, and one's really good and the other one sucks.
Zade, did you collect comics in the 90s like me?
No, I did not.
Are you younger than I don't know how old anybody is. You're like
I'm 36
I'm years old. Okay, so you're around the same age.
I was in comic book shops, but I was doing
the oldest one
role
here. I'm the
playing.
same age as Michael Turner. I'm 51 years old. So.
Oh, don't look it. You don't look it.
Yeah.
But okay, but again, the art style, the energy and feel that the 90s comics were, and then for Jim Lee to put out this Wildcat stuff with just this inferior kind of artwork, it's just like it broke my heart. It honestly broke my heart to pick up that comic book and flip through it, and then to read that the story is about they're trying to be shoehorned into the DC universe. Kind of they start out in Gotham, they're pulling them out of Gotham, they're putting in places. Basically, it seems like they're having guest stars, with the Bat Family and then Green Arrow and whatever, and then they're gonna be facing the Court of Owls. It's just like it's an abomination. So I'm glad that Jay Lee went out and bought it. I tried to, I couldn't. So thank you for taking the bullet on that one.
I went out to get the cover. I saw the cover. If that cover wouldn't have been there, I wouldn't have picked it up. But it was the cover is fantastic. That one he did is a fantastic cover. That's the only reason I bought it. So I'm flipping through it and I'm like going, so. It's one of those things. It's one of those. Oh, you buy the cover hoping the interior looks good, but I already knew the interior was going to be bad. So
yeah,
like real quick, when my exposure to comic books.
The 30th anniversary Wildstorm book is fantastic.
Everyone go check out that one for sure. What's up, Zade?
It's the comics I was exposed to back then was like the Darkness one I was kind of previously mentioning in the Green Room, and then like the Death of Superman. The Death of Superman I read, the Killing Joke I read. Like there was a few things that
the original you ever see those?
Hold on a second. Let me. Oh, the Stormwatch or the Wildstorm cards. Yeah.
No. Yeah, these are the sealed.
Yep.
So this is Rob's, and this is Jim's.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about Darkness and stuff. I don't have the Darkness cover with me right now, but this one I think you would love to get your hands on.
Ooh.
And this one is actually, I'm going to read the names off because everybody signed it. Mark Silvestri, Brandon Peterson, Bat, David Finch, and Daddy Smith. They all signed it. I
would like that one. Hell yeah.
So,
let's see. Chat's talking about Desolate Soul says the 70s and 80s going into the early 90s was definitely a great time for comics. I agree. That's probably the best time for comics. 100%.
Like I said, if it wasn't for Jim Lee's Alpha Flights, I would probably, and my cousins giving me the Batman stuff, I'd have probably never bought comic books. I'd probably never been into comic books, drawing them at all. My whole goal was, when I was a teenager, I wanted to build airplanes. I wanted to work for Skunk Works. I was a general drafting architectural design student, and I was very good at it.
Oh, nice.
Drafting.
I built an airplane at 15.
Heck yeah.
And it flew, so.
Guys, I don't have the ability, or I don't know how to send raids to Bancroft. Not that he needs it for me, because he's got a well built-in following there. But he will be starting in a minute. Before we get out of here, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel and you don't know, I have a book called Reaper Destroyer out. It's everything you love about the dark hero of the 90s with a modern day twist. And I put I put something out on Twitter that I put on a new page there that was inked by Chance Wolf, and I've come to realize that this book is really about me getting to work with everybody I've ever wanted to work with since I was a kid. You know, Dale Keown was one of my favorite artists. I went out and got a cover from him. Joe Chito was one of my favorite colorists. He colored the cover. Chance Wolf, his name was in all the Image comics in the early days for doing lettering, inking, doing logo work. Got him on this as well. And I also hired him to ink a couple pages within the book because I was just like, I need to have some work for you. Matt Bad Bannon and Joe Weems are my two favorite inkers of all time. Right there with Scott Williams. I mean, just these guys, I grew up seeing these names on Top Cow, and they're inkers in this book as well. So this is just my answer to the dark hero that we don't really kind of see anymore, and it's sold in a different way. It's not the same as what you might think of the Spawn Heaven and Hell stuff. It's got a lot deeper story to it. If you follow this channel, you kind of know what it's about. I'm gonna wrap the show up though because we're running out of time. Before we get out of here, I did want to share this. Oh crap! One more time. Thought I had it pulled up. My bad. Here we go. So this is the page I released. This is inked by Chance Wolf. I had a chance. I was talking to him after he did a logo for the book, and I was asking him if he had any free time. I was like, I'd love to have you do something on the book besides just the logo on the variant cover. And so I was like, do you have any free time to do any inking? And he was like, yeah. He was like, I'm pretty tight right now. He's like, but I could probably ink some pages. I was like, I have a few pages that are ready to go. With Bat and Weems, their workload in the mainstream is increasing every day that I'm slowly working on this book. So I was like, this is perfect. You know, I can just send this to you. He knocked this out of the park, did a fantastic job of rendering. I loved how he handled my line work, and I couldn't be happier. So I wanted to put that out there and release it today and show everybody some of the new talent I was bringing onto the book, and just how good it was. And of course I threw in this little thing about pyramids in the Antarctic, and I see a few people were very interested in that. So if you get into the whole reason why we have pyramids all across the world, I touched some of that in this book. So it's a fun story. So it was a little bit of a tease of like, why are there pyramids in the Antarctica? We will see in the pages of Reaper Destroyer coming out next year. I'm trying to get that out by July. I'm working on it right now. I'm working at it very hard, and hopefully getting out to the backers in July. So be on the lookout for that as well.
Oh, one thing before we go, I want to give an update. I already have 15 pages penciled and inked already. So it's already, I mean, I'm already
nice.
working into it. So yeah,
Nice.
15 pages. So we're getting there. So, but it'll be starting out, it'll be 48 pages. And if we hit a benchmark, it'll go to 60.
Hell yeah. That is awesome. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here. The chat, hail the chat. I love you guys. Before we do get out of here, I'm going to go around, start with Zade. Where can we follow you at? And where can we keep track of Beckoned? Obviously, Indiegogo, but just anywhere else that you're doing work at.
Studio Zade on Twitter, guys, and YouTube. I'm at Zade Studios, so the actual name, not the reverse, like Twitter likes to do. And then, yeah, we got ZadeStudios.com. You can go check us out there. It's 3 tabs up at the top. That'll get you to the video game on Steam and to check us out there. But, yeah, I'm pretty much all around. You guys know where to find me. Bow!
Hell yeah. Bow! What about you, Jay Lee?
I'm everywhere. I'm on Amazon. I'm on Amazon. I'm on Twitter, Parler, Minds, Facebook. I'm all over the place. You can find me on all those places.
Hell yeah. And we will have you back on again, and we'll actually look at that collection, which is amazing. So
I have stuff that's going to blow your mind.
Yeah, we'll reschedule that because I really do want to get into that. I think that'll be awesome. All right, guys, we'll be back next Tuesday for Appreciating Comic Book Art at 10 o'clock, and then we'll be back here again Thursday for another JMS Talks Live. Again, the 29th or the 10th of December, Epic Art Auction. If you see the poster or you see the flyer, share it around, spread the word. It's going to be a fantastic time. Some amazing pieces going up by some talented people, along with some awesome bundles of things that you can bid on as well. And that's it. We're wrapping it up. I'll talk to you guys all later. As always, picture me naked. Peace.